Hi, I'm Amy. I'm the editor of Hidden Wires. I'm joined today by Suzanne Fitzgerald from Demoti in France. Systems integrator working with KNX. And you do a lot of renovation projects.
We do about 50% of our projects are renovation. So some of them are classical installations that we completely renovate with KNX. So we rewire completely, add audio, video. And some of the projects are existing KNX projects where we reprogram. Sometimes the house is sold, the clients haven't got the project, so we reprogram from scratch. And sometimes we take over a project that hasn't advanced as much as the client would like, and we transfer from another trade and take over the project.
Sure. So what sort of things are involved in a renovation project? What sort of things do you have to think about?
So because you're in a renovation, you haven't always, or mostly haven't got the wiring diagrams,
Yeah.
so you don't know how it was done. If you do manage to take over the project file, it won't necessarily have been done in the way that you would do it, so you're trying to get your head into the programming style of the original integrator. You need to look for things that don't work, so often there are things that are installed and you don't know that they don't work until you test everything. So one of the initial phases of a renovation project is to go around and test everything and find out, document what exists, test the bus, and basically prepare the project for you to take over. And it could be completely rewriting in your own style, or it could be and documenting it initially, or it could be enhancing the project that's already there. Often we find things like statuses were never set, so we tend to do that. Quite a few of our renovation projects are also now adding visualization, which gives another aspect, because putting a visualization over a KNX installation tends to find things that maybe weren't programmed originally that you now need to program, and those can sometimes be unexpected surprises in there that you need to then take into account. So it is different. A renovation is uncertain, whereas a new build, you're working off plans.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot involved. And do you have to go into the ceilings? Can you do it without ruining things? Or
Yeah, we can. So we recently renovated a 1980s villa, and we were able to basically rewire in France. Most of the houses have been done with conduits, so gens, and so we were able to re-pull all the wires back to the electrical cabinets to be able to put in centralised actuators, and we added a separate KNX tableau, electrical cupboard. And we were able to do that. We put in shading control, lighting, we replaced all the lighting. We also added audio, and we put in a server with visualization and door entry system. So we did a full upgrade, and we didn't actually cause any damage whatsoever.
Wow, impressive.
But sometimes we have to we can go into what we call the vide sanitaire, so there's a space under the house if it's a villa with a space underneath, or we end up climbing through, I don't do it, but my technicians will go through the attic and basically re-pull wires. We tend, as integrators, we work with partners, so technical partners, electricians, to basically work together.
Yeah. How important is it to future-proof? So laying cables for upgrades and renovations, I guess.
So it's really important, and we work on the principle of a design for life. So I will think about, how is this building going to evolve over time? It's something that we've seen with COVID and people doing a lot of home working. It's important to think that the space as it's used now may change in the future. You may need to change that bedroom into an office. You may need to change a downstairs room into a room that somebody can use as a bedroom for mobility later on in life. So when we're doing the cabling, we make sure that we've got cable going all around the room, that we know where it is. We will even put sockets on in provision, and we'll run cables in provision. We run Cat6 as well as KNX to certain points, because we think that maybe at some point they may want a screen on there instead of, or as well as a KNX push button. So we do think ahead in the design, and that's all part of the design service.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, great. Thank you. And look out for the case study on the villa that Suzanne was talking about, hopefully in the next issue of Hidden Wires. Thank you. Thank you.